Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaira, and what I do is usually explore makeup, products, anything that works well with olive skin, as being olive skin myself. And throughout this journey, thanks to people out there commenting, helping me throughout this journey, figuring out which part of the olive spectrum I belong to, and based on research and everything, people helping me. I do think like if this is cool olive, this is warm olive, this is neutral. I'm kind of like leaning between closer towards neutral and warm olive, which is considered warm delicate, I believe, in terms of I think from a video I watched by Miriam Style, and she goes and explore olive skin. I would check it out. I do belong in the warm delicate spectrum. So yes, and today I'm doing a quick video, well, not really quick, to show like drugstore brands that kind of cater to olive skin, because we all know the struggle looking for foundation in general. So what more for drugstore affordable products? Like, you don't know if they are olive skin friendly. They're either too pink, too yellow, and the neutrals kind of oxidize really either too golden, red, or for me it will be ashy and kind of gray, and it just doesn't sit right. So from my experience, like when it comes to drugstore makeup, totally avoid obviously warm yellow undertoned foundation and pink cool undertone, and kind of stick to the neutral. And what I see is, like, if you look at the bottle, you can see right away, right off the bat with drugstore foundation, that if they have that neutral kind of color to them, the cast has no hint of peach, golden, or yellow. That's how I've been picking my foundations lately, and lately I've been pretty good compared to before when I had no idea. And that's one tip that I could give you. And so another thing that I did was I jumped on Reddit, YouTube, just to see what people were saying that worked well, what drugstore makeup brands worked well for olive skin, and what shades for medium olive skin. So the first product that I wanted to try to talk about was the Maybelline Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth Foundation. So it's this here. And again, I haven't tried this at all in general. Back then, I've explored Revlon and I couldn't find a shade. I stopped using drugstore product in general because I couldn't find anything that sit on my face well. So I did try this because based on a lot of Reddit threads, it worked a lot with medium olive skin. I did do a video for light olive skin, and we used, I believe, the 120, shade 120 for light cool olive. I put the link up there. You will see, if you're a light cool olive, you'll see that the comments will say that Kayla, my friend, her tones are more on the cool side, that she has pink undertone. That is my fault. I promise you, she has an olive undertone. Like, we've tried makeup on her, everything's too pink, too yellow, neutrals don't work, most of them, and she really doesn't have any pinks on her. It's just that I edit my videos and the coloring, which probably brought some pinks out of her skin, but I do guarantee that she has an cool olive undertone. So anyways, for me, myself, medium olive, Maybelline Fit Me 220 did work, surprisingly. I was kind of, if not sure about it. So I'm just going to do a quick swatch, and this is what it looks like right there. At first, I wasn't sure because it kind of looked golden, but I like how liquidy it was in terms of its consistency. But look at that. It matches my skin pretty well. I did get a little tan throughout the summer, so might be a little lighter, but that's what it looks like. It's very neutral, no hints of pink or yellow, and I do love it. In terms of coverage, I would say it's very medium coverage, but it's buildable. But the more I build it in, I feel like it gets really cakey, but that's my personal preference. I like very light, sheer coverage. I only like heavy coverage when I'm going out, but it is a good everyday makeup. So drugstore brand, if you are medium warm olive like me, I do recommend the 220 Natural Beige from Maybelline Fit Me. So the next product that I wanted to talk to you about, I'm super excited to share this to you because I've read a lot of Reddits, and apparently, also based on my experience, this drugstore brand is probably the most olive skin friendly brand out there, because I've tried it again on Kayla. She's light cool olive, and it seems like their shades are more on the neutral side. And so for this one, it's called the Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix, and you know, it has really good content. They call the healthy mix is vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin B5, and it has an anti-fatigue um, I guess, ingredient to it so that by the end of the day you don't look tired. And I also love how liquidy it is. So for myself, I got it in shade N53. It is a little light because that was winter. So I'm probably a shade 54, probably further right now. So as I swatch it, I just wanted to show you how neutral it is compared to other foundations out there. So there it is. As you can see, there we go. Again, it's a little light, so I'll just throw up my wrist, and that's the finish. There we go. I think it gives a very it's glossy kind of finish. It's not super matte, but it's also not super glossy, so I guess it's in between. And it lasts me the full day. So when I work, by the end of the day, the foundation's still there, and it's super light on the face, which I love. And with the vitamins in it, I'm pretty sure it's a plus. So if you're olive skin and you're looking for a drugstore product, I'm pretty sure majority of their shades are neutral. I would look again, my look at the bottle. As you can see, this one's more on the neutral side. There's no signs of peach or yellow in most of their colors, so I do recommend that. So the next drugstore product that I want to talk to you about is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation right here. A lot of you have probably heard of e.l.f. Cosmetics. I have been in love with their Poreless Putty Primer. So for this one, I actually found it myself. This is the very first drugstore brand that I've used, because when I went to go search for foundations, because I was curious, I was like so shocked that when you click and at some of the shades, it will say with warm olive undertones. So I said, wow, it must have been olive undertone friendly because it specifically said that. So I ordered one in the shade Cashew. So I did buy it online, and then only to find out that we do have it here in Canada now. But and the only downside I don't like about this foundation is that it has a fragrance to it and it's strong, but it didn't that's something I could tolerate. I'm just very sensitive to smell and in general. So this is what it looks like. It's more on a creamier side, but there we go. Let me just that there, and you can see that it has very good coverage right now. I'd say it's medium to full coverage, to be honest, and it does have a nice flawless finish. That's it. There we go. It's a little light because, again, it's my winter shade. I did get a bit darker, but I do recommend, again, e.l.f. Cosmetics. If you click majority of their shades, it will say with warm olive undertones, so I do recommend this drugstore foundation. Okay, so the next product I want to talk to you about, a lot of you have probably heard me talk about it. I did do a review on this foundation. I'll put a link up there. Is the X1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. So this specific brand, apparently you can see it, it's considered drugstore because I believe they sell it in drugstores in the US, not here in Canada, but from what I see, it's considered drugstore because it is very affordable. I think it's about 20 something bucks. And this whole line is catered to olive skin. So the whole shades, everything has olive undertone to it, but I do believe they focus more on warm olive undertone, not cool, because from my experience, when I did share it to cool olive skin tones out there, they say it's a little too warm. It is slightly warm on my skin, but it works. It's not super warm for me because I still lean towards the warm spectrum. So I'm just gonna swatch a little. So as you can see, it's a little golden, but it's not super. So I still could get away with it, and it still blends and oxidizes perfectly to my skin. And out of all the drugstore foundations that I've talked about so far, this has the best flawless finish, and I don't know what's in it. It just has beautiful medium to full coverage. It's a satin finish. It's semi-matte. It lasts me throughout the day, and it just looks like my whole face has a filter on it. And I do recommend it. Again, warm olive skin, most of the shades will and should work on you. So the last but not the least drugstore foundation I want to talk about, I've seen this on Reddit as well, is Nude by Nature. So this is more of a powder foundation, which I haven't used. I've used liquid, I've used cream, but this is a radiant loose powder foundation, and I got it in shade N4 Silky Beige. I'm gonna list all the shades down there so it's easier for you to refer to. And the first time I was like, I don't know, but then when I looked at it, it's very similar to the color is very neutral, very similar to majority of the foundations I've got. And this is Silky Beige, so I'm gonna do a quick swatch. This is it here, and I'll put it here because I haven't. There, that's what it looks like. And it blends easily onto my skin, and when it oxidizes, it just sits well. It doesn't turn orange, it doesn't turn yellow, nothing, and it seems to be neutral enough for my skin. The only thing about it, this is more, I'd say it's a sheer light to medium coverage, but it's not super buildable because of the powder. I feel like if I build it, it seems to be cakey, and it starts to show. It's not my favorite, but the only thing is I love it because I kind of use it as a powder when I just want light makeup. I bought the brush for it and I just put it on super nice, and because it works well with my skin tone. That's the only thing I would recommend. So other than that, that is all the drugstore products that I wanted to share with you. If you have tried some of them and loved them, please make a comment. If you tried some of them and didn't work, let me know and why. I would love to know. If there are some products that you think work well with medium olive skin and you've explored it, please let me know. We would love to help each other and build a community. And I just want to thank everyone who has been supporting me throughout this journey so far. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully it helped, and thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day.